Hello again, YouTube. Rob Wild here. As you know, folks, we've slowly but surely been losing more and more of our freedoms. And masks, for example, were optional when first suggested by the government, even though Dr. Fauci said back in March no one needs or should be wearing a mask. Then what happened just a few months later? Masks became mandatory. So as this pandemic situation progresses, what do you think is going to happen with the C19 vaccination? You can guarantee at first it'll be encouraged or optional, but mark my words, there will also come a time when it will be mandatory. So do you want to know what Bonking Boris thinks of you for not accepting the vaccination or seeing the need to take the vax? Well, have a listen.
All these anti-vaxxers now, isn't it?
Well, Marina can tell you a little bit about how we've achieved.
It's clear what the Prime Minister makes of those against vaccines. Many might agree, but in the case for a COVID jab, public perception really matters. Leah says she wouldn't have a coronavirus vaccination. She's vaccinated her children and herself in the past, but she's worried about the speed of development this time.
What makes me nervous is that it's being pushed upon us and it's literally like a ransom for our freedom. That in and of itself is enough of a worry, because if the doctor said, right, okay, heart disease is just so horrific, it's our worst killer, the government have decided we've now got to all take statins, I would say no, I'm not doing that. I refuse to take a medical intervention, any kind of medical treatment, that I haven't fully researched myself to decide whether I actually need to do it. That's the first and foremost thing. So why would you put something into your body without really knowing what's going to happen to you?
A new poll shows she's not alone. Just 53% of people said they'd be certain or very likely to get a vaccine against coronavirus, while 1 in 6 said they're unlikely or definitely won't. And some groups are more sceptical than others. 37% of people who believe face masks are bad for health said they'd refuse one. The under 35s were twice as likely as the over 55s to say they may not get one. Even within families who would all choose to vaccinate, the generational divide is a consideration.